Hi, John.
Hi, David.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. We're talking about false positives and false negatives, or misclassification in general. Um,
Yes.
uh, this is a relevant topic in many cases.
Yes, this is relevant. And the way in which to look at it is like how it affects people. For instance, if you are working with people, you're
Absolutely.
classifying an individual wrongly can be really detrimental to their life. So, yeah,
And,
it's a
and I think the
really
key point is that it might be that a false positive is more detrimental or less detrimental
yes,
than a false negative, depending on the context. I mean,
yeah,
in essence, this is part of I guess the key point about being responsible on this is that, mathematically or in terms of the data science, there's no right answer. But
hmm,
ethically, we need to understand the consequences of our decisions
yes.
for the human element, as you put it,
Yeah.
if it's a
For
human
instance,
element.
wrongly classifying someone as COVID positive,
Yeah,
it then means that they spend a lot of money self-quarantining in a different country they find themselves. That can be expensive for them. But
that
it's
has,
just yeah.
well, but arguably, when COVID first came out, wrongly classifying someone as a false negative had an even higher cost to society because you could be
Yes,
taking the
yes,
disease to a whole other
yes,
country because they got on a
exactly.
flight and they shouldn't have. So,
Yes.
this idea,
Depends on the context, really. Yes.
it depends on the context, and those decisions are really high. They're really hard. What is it you're wanting to do? Are you wanting to sort of wipe out false negatives because you want to contain the disease?
Yeah.
Or is the disease in the population? This is sort of
So,
where,
mhm.
even just through the COVID pandemic, there should have been changes into the sort of how people think about that in their models, because the
Yes.
relative importance of the false negatives and the false positives changed over time. Um,
Yeah. It
this
does.
is such a hard topic.
Mhm.
And I
Yes,
think,
it is.
to me, that one of the key takeaways from this is that, we as sort of data scientists, we have an important role to play. But a big part of that role is to recognize that we should not be making these decisions independently. I don't want to decide the importance of a false negative versus a false positive for a COVID
Mhm.
sort of test at any given point in time. I want I want to sort of tell people what the choices are and then help
Yeah, and
people
then
who have the
yeah,
authority to be informed to make those choices, because the impacts are huge, and I don't have that knowledge. I know data well, but I don't know the relative importance of
mhm.
letting somebody who
I
has
think
COVID.
yeah, I think one
Anyway,
key thing for data scientists to do is really communicate these things to the policymakers. Tell them what the issues could be and
well,
what those issues could
it's
could
not
be.
it's not just about telling them
And
what the issues are. It's about
yeah,
working collaboratively. This is the whole point. These decision making processes, data scientists shouldn't be driving these decision making processes on their own. And similarly,
mhm.
they shouldn't be handing over responsibility. We need to take responsibility for our role in these decisions, because if we talk to policy makers on this, they're never going to understand in the same level of detail as we understand the sort of the subtleties of what's possible, or the choices we're making when we're designing these systems. And so, this is something where that collaborative approach to do things responsibly is to me the key. Anyway,
Yeah,
I hope people sort of
and
have
this is
enjoyed this module.
yeah. I hope so.
Good. Thank you, John.